there, you're watching the news program on Lào Cai television. In today's program, we will check out the following highlights.
The 25th Vietnam-China Trade Fair will be held from November 20 to 24. Lào Cai province commences construction of 4 schools in border communes. The vitality of indigenous culture.
And now are the detailed contents. Please join in watching the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, during the 2021 to 2025 period, Lào Cai province achieved many outstanding results in investment and trade promotion within the agriculture and rural sector. The entire province successfully attracted 49 investment projects with a total capital of nearly 6.19 trillion Vietnamese dong, contributing to boosting production and rural economic development. In conjunction with this, trade promotion, product advertising and introduction activities were strongly deployed through trade fairs, exhibitions and e-commerce platforms, helping to expand both domestic and international consumer markets. On October 28th, Mr. Nguyen Thanh Sin, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, chaired a meeting to review the preparations for the 25th Vietnam-China Trade Fair 2025. According to the plan, the opening ceremony of the 25th Vietnam-China Trade Fair will take place at 9 a.m. on November 20 at the Kim Thanh Exhibition and Convention Centre in Lào Cai Ward. The closing ceremony is scheduled for November 24, 2025. The fair will include many important activities, notably economic and trade cooperation talks between Lào Cai Province, Vietnam, and Yunnan Province, China. A conference introducing import-export policies combined with Vietnam-China business exchanges, and a mega-live programme for product introduction, promotion and direct sales. As of October 27th, the Fair Organising Committee had received registrations from 159 units, enterprises, cooperatives and business households for 331 booths. At the meeting, representatives from various departments and sectors provided detailed reports on ensuring security and order, fire prevention and fighting, food safety and hygiene in the culinary area, preparation of accommodation for invited guests, and arrangements for the opening ceremony, cultural programmes, art photo exhibitions, and the exhibition of the province's development achievements, along with the schedule for receiving delegates. To ensure the successful organisation of the 25th Vietnam-China Trade Fair, Mr. Nguyen Thanh Sin requested all sectors must focus on thoroughly preparing the conditions for the event, especially the opening and closing ceremonies. They must coordinate closely and assign specific contact points for each task, with particular attention paid to protocol reception work, ensuring food safety and hygiene, security and order, traffic safety, and fire prevention and fighting. On October 28th, the Lào Cai Provincial Economic Zone Management Board held a working session with a delegation from Haikou County, Yunnan Province, China, regarding economic and trade cooperation for fresh and frozen aquatic/seafood products. The total value of import-export for fresh and frozen seafood products through the Kim Thanh International Road Border Gate number. A2, Baishan from January 1st, 2024 to October 15th, 2025, reached over 268 tonnes. This included approximately 2 tonnes of exported goods, primarily whole frozen leather jacket, frozen ribbon fish and frozen pangasius fillets. The remaining volume consisted of imported goods such as frozen Northeast Asian sturgeon, trout and frozen silverfish. During the session, representatives from the relevant agencies of both sides agreed to report to higher authorities to continue restoring operations at border openings, promote the opening of border markets, and expand the list of goods eligible for the Green Channel, especially for agricultural export products. Representatives from several enterprises in Lào Cai and Haikou also analysed and clarified the demand for certain commodities and connected markets. Furthermore, they requested joint efforts to reduce costs for businesses on both sides, including those related to commodity staging areas and logistics, and to further promote strong trade cooperation, particularly for fresh and frozen seafood. Over the past 10 months, more than 700 people from the province have gone to work abroad. The province has effectively implemented policies to support the training, professional development, vocational skills and foreign language abilities of these workers, with special priority given to demobilised soldiers, ethnic minorities, poor households and those from especially disadvantaged areas when seeking overseas employment. Workers from Lào Cai primarily go to Japan, South Korea and Taiwan, with a small number going to European countries. To help workers alleviate financial difficulties when seeking overseas employment, the province has provided preferential loans through the Social Policy Bank, with the total outstanding balance reaching nearly 21 billion Vietnamese dong to date. Additionally, the province has provided over 180 million Vietnamese dong in support for training and other costs for workers. According to the plan, on November 2nd, the Provincial People's Committee will organise the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of 4 inter-level boarding schools, primary and secondary, in 4 border communes across the province. The event is expected to be attended by leaders of the party, the state, and central ministries and sectors. The Provincial People's Committee will commence construction of the 4 inter-level boarding schools in the communes of Muong Quong, Oai Pha Long, and A Mu Sung. The remaining schools, located in the communes of Ban Lao, Trinh Tuong, Simacai, Ban Vuoch and Ban Phiet, will break ground in 2026 and be completed in 2027. Lào Cai province defines this as a vital political task, requiring concentrated allocation of human resources and appropriate means for implementation. This affirms the political determination and responsibility of the locality in deploying the projects, contributing to socio-economic infrastructure development. Concurrently, it links infrastructure construction activities with major national commemorative events in 2025. With efforts to improve the quality of treatment and rehabilitation, the Mental Health Centre, belonging to Lào Cai Provincial General Hospital No. 1, is becoming a reliable address for mental health care for the public. In the third quarter of 2025, the bed occupancy rate at the Mental Health Centre reached 108%. The number of patient visits also increased steadily month by month, rising from over 4,900 visits in Q2 to nearly 5,200 visits in Q3, with the centre receiving an average of 70 to 150 patients daily. Parallel to pharmaceutical treatment, the centre has strengthened psychological therapies, counselling for adults, and early intervention for children with pervasive developmental disorders. Notably, the deployment of transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS therapy, for patients suffering from depression, anxiety, stress, insomnia, and headaches has brought positive results, accelerating remission and shortening the duration of treatment. The effectiveness of the modern therapies and comprehensive treatment methods implemented by the centre is not only affirmed through clinical practice, but also opens up a new, holistic and humane approach to mental health care in the locality.
Ladies and gentlemen, building an approachable, grassroots style has become the key to bringing the policies and guidelines of the party and state into reality. In Can Yen Commune, the spirit of approaching and respecting the people is becoming a driving force for cohesion, strengthening the people's trust in the party and the government. The village chief, with a motto of "Speak with their mouth, work with their hands," is the affectionate nickname given by the villagers to Mr. Trang A. Gia, head of Nan Yeo village, Can Yen Commune. From mobilizing residents to switch crops, donate land to open roads, to building a green, clean, and beautiful village. He always leads by example, earning the people's support and response. He is always enthusiastic and proactive in all large and small affairs of the village.
Official Gia is a very enthusiastic person, dedicated to the village's work and always close to the people here.
I work so that the people can see the effectiveness. Only then, during the process of working, mobilizing, and propagating, will the local people follow the guidelines and policies of the party and state.
As for Miss Lo Thi Huyen Trang, standing deputy secretary of the Commune Party Committee, the locals call her an official who speaks little, does much. Since taking office, she spends most of her time going down to the grassroots level, meeting each household to listen and resolve difficulties, while simultaneously learning and gaining experience for herself.
Being close to the people and the grassroots level allows us to listen to their feelings, from which we have the method and the approach to resolve difficulties.
In Can Yen, the approachable grassroots style is concretized through administrative reform, digital transformation, and innovation in service manners. When officials do not stand apart from the people, but act together with them, the spirit of serving the people is strongly spread.
We are turning the criterion and the action of being close to the people and the grassroots level into an assessment tool for officials and also an environment for training officials so they can mature, learn from the people, and work better during the process of implementing the two-tier local government organization.
The reality in Kan Yen confirms that an approachable and practical style is the firm bond connecting the party with the people, the foundation for building a clean, strong grassroots government that serves the people, ensuring that Kan Yen homeland continues to renew, prosper, and be happy.
In the digital era, the application of information technology and digital transformation in teaching and learning has become the key to unlocking new doors of knowledge. At New and Phuc Kindergarten, the application of IT is vividly demonstrated through lessons utilizing digital textbooks. Images, sounds, and motion are skillfully integrated into lectures, which not only helps teachers convey knowledge more easily, but also transforms every lesson into a colorful journey of discovery.
I see that the children are very active and more interested. Furthermore, AI technology and digital transformation applications can help teachers with lesson planning as well as finding more novel methods.
Meanwhile, at Li Tu Trong Primary and Secondary School in Gia Lo Ward, the integration of AI into teaching and learning management has provided teachers with additional tools to assess student competence and design lessons tailored to each student group. Consequently, teaching and learning have become more flexible and are keeping pace with the current trend of digital transformation.
Applying information technology in teaching makes the students feel more excited when starting a lesson and reduces stress and pressure. It helps students be more proactive and active in acquiring knowledge and wisdom in the lesson.
I regularly get to participate in IT-integrated lessons, and I find it interesting, beneficial, and effective.
The application of IT and digital transformation is strongly spreading across educational institutions in Lào Cai province. Many schools have invested in modern equipment, built digital learning resource warehouses, deployed online teaching, and used class management software and electronic contact books, making teaching, examination, evaluation, and student management more efficient.
In addition to textbooks, teachers use digital books and utilize many digital learning resource software. Especially when assigning homework, we use NMS, likely a learning management system. And all teacher records and logs are now uploaded to the EDU system.
It can be said that applying information technology in teaching and learning is not only an inevitable trend, but also a strategic step for Lào Cai's education and training sector on its journey of innovation. When technology becomes an accompanying friend to education, every lecture and every class not only carries knowledge, but also ignites the aspiration for a smart, modern education. Ladies and gentlemen, Nghia Do Commune, where the Tay ethnic group accounts for the majority of the population, places great importance on preserving its traditional cultural identity. Traditional stilt houses remain sturdy along the mountainsides. Their moss-covered palm leaf roofs retain their ancient appearance. Underneath these homes, activities like embroidery, sewing, and fabric weaving are still a daily routine. The traditional dances, then songs, and tin lute music are kept intact, all of which have become characteristic tourism products, attracting a large number of domestic and international visitors for authentic experiences.
Regarding the cultural identity of the Tay people, visitors come to Nghia Do Commune mainly for the customs and practices of the Tay people. Secondly, they come for the traditional stilt houses left behind by our ancestors. To preserve and develop these stilt houses, all of our people need to maintain the stilt houses our ancestors left behind.
Clearly recognizing the great value of traditional culture, the party committee and local authorities of Nghia Do Commune have prioritized and oriented tourism development linked to ethnic cultural preservation. Through this, they not only protect the precious heritage of their ancestors, but also turn culture into a source of income and a driving force for sustainable economic development for the local people.
We identify tourism development as a key strategic solution to create income and livelihoods for the local people here. In the role of the union, we propagate and mobilize our members and local chapters to preserve their ethnic cultural identity.
The entire commune currently has over 1,200 households, with more than 800 traditional stilt houses preserved in their original condition. The locality has also developed a project to establish a core area for Tay stilt house community tourism, aiming to create a unique cultural space for visitors. By effectively promoting the value of ethnic cultural identity alongside community tourism development, Nghĩa Đô Commune welcomes tens of thousands of visitors each year.
Ladies and gentlemen, our program today is ending. Thank you for your attention.